We've been living in our van for exactly 4 months now.
And here's a list of our likes and dislikes.
This is a list of things that pertain solely to van life. You know, washing our toilet is something that everyone does, and I'm pretty sure nobody likes it. So first on my list of dislikes in van life is constantly worrying about our solar charge and what our power is at. If we're not driving a lot, our alternator is not charging our batteries. Some things that we use every day is our fridge, our Air Max fan. We use our water pump every day to give the dogs their water. And those three things put together will use up about 15% of our stored energy. If we're not driving, then our solar panels with our front one out currently will usually only charge about that much. So anything beyond that doesn't quite give us the ability to get back to 100% charge. Maybe when we replace that front panel with maybe a 200 or 300 watt panel, maybe we won't have to worry about that, but that's not something that we originally thought we'd have to worry about constantly.
First on my list is the logistics of doing laundry. We typically only do laundry at a house sit, and those are usually spread out. They can be like a week or 2 weeks out from each other. We have done laundry at a laundromat, and it's a little more difficult just because of the time that it eats. And it was actually expensive. You wouldn't think it was, but I think to wash 2 loads of laundry was like $20. So we just look for little ways to save money. And I would say that's my first dislike, is just washing sheets, towels, all of that stuff kind of just, yeah, it's not as easy as when you live in a home. So I guess that plays into my second dislike, which is working out and staying in a consistent workout routine. Before I started van life, I was really consistent about going to the gym. I like to lift weights, and it's a little more difficult because there's not always Planet Fitness everywhere we're at. So waking up and fitting that into the routine is a little more difficult. We also don't have as many clean clothes to, I don't know, what should I say?
The laundry situation plays into the gym situation, because if I had 3 pairs of clothes to put on a day, I could work out as many times as I want. But that's not the case. I could run out of clothes very quickly if I were to work out as much as I wanted to. Number 2 on my list of dislikes would be the van cleaning. The van is not a very big space when you really look at it, so you could compare it to maybe cleaning your room. But if you only lived in your room, eating, going to the bathroom, vacuuming up dog hair, you know, you'd have to do it so often. And we really do. We have to find a car wash just to vacuum. You have to constantly sweep and clean. So finding a car wash as often as we do really kind of grinds my gears, you could say.
All right, my third dislike of van life is not having a permanent address just to get things sent to. So if we need something, we can't just order it off Amazon. I think that has become a convenience that is just normal everyday life, but when you don't have it, you realize how inconvenient it is, because you have to actually go to the store and find what you're looking for, and that can take some time.
We had ordered some extender cables for our solar setup, and we actually forgot those at Andrea's mom's house when we left Salt Lake. So we had to order new ones to my brother's house. And if you don't know where exactly you're gonna be on exactly what day, you can't ship anything to yourself. You have to go out and find it.
Yeah, luckily we knew where we were going next, so we had an address to send those to.
And last on my list of dislikes is the fact that I had to give up some of my main hobbies to do van life. I get to disc golf a lot. We play pickleball a lot. We ride our bikes and we hike whenever we want. But I love kayaking and dirt biking. I didn't get to bring my kayak with us, and having been all up the West Coast, that's something that I would have loved to be able to do. Especially in the Puget Sound, where we stayed for a couple weeks or however long. The dirt biking, we're in Oklahoma right now. That's something that I would have loved to be able to do, but I'll take the good with the bad on that one. Those are two of my main hobbies, however.
Now for the top things we like about van life, we are living simpler. I think nowadays with social media, you get influenced to buy a lot of stuff that you don't necessarily need, and this forces us to not do that. And just like I had to really choose what clothes that I needed and nothing else. So I just don't buy clothes and other things that is unnecessary, and same with just all of the products that we're using. And yeah, it's just kind of a nice way, like you just don't have so much stuff to take care of, and that's a nice way to live.
Obviously the travel. I've always loved road trips. I like long drives with Andrea. We have a good time and we laugh a ton. You know, a lot of people think, since I've never been out of the country, that I don't travel a lot, right? So from Ireland to Italy, it's only about 1,500 miles. We've already put 7,000 miles on the van. We've been all up the West Coast, all the way back. Now we're in the South. So I've actually probably traveled more than a lot of people. So, you know, I love to be able to stop and take pictures, take videos, fly the drone, and just see new places where I've never been before. And that's probably at the top of a lot of people's list, is the travel.
My next thing is that every day is different. It's nice not being in a routine. I feel like a priority for me and for Kevin was to really live life to the fullest. And this is a way to do that. And it's been really nice just to experience a lot of different things in a short amount of time. And we're excited to continue to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we have 3 or 4 things that we know we have to do every day, but aside from that, it's whatever we decide to do. A big thing for us also was doing things that may be outside of our comfort box that will just kind of open us up to new experiences. And next for me, being able to exercise my creativity. Before we started the channel and van life, I had never owned a laptop before. I don't love technology that much, but making these videos and using the drone and the cameras is a new creative outlet for me. I grew up musically inclined and pretty creative and artistic. When you grow up and you start working as much as I was, that stuff can go away. If you don't exercise it, you will lose those talents. So making these videos and adding music and taking cinematic drone footage is definitely something that I look at as part of my creative side, and it's fun to kind of reopen that part of my life, I guess.
All right, the top thing we like about van life, and this is on both of our lists, is being together 24/7. We really enjoy time together, and it's been nice to just have all day, every day with each other. We have our differences of opinion here and there, but it has forced us to work through those things and work out our differences and come up with different solutions and compromise. So, I mean, anywhere where you're growing in your relationship is good, and it's just been really, really fun. We have lots of inside jokes, and it's fun to experience new things together, and it just, I don't know, we've gotten really close, and it's my favorite thing.
Yeah, all those top likes for van life, it's funner experiencing them together. We just laugh so much. I like to experience those things with her and see how happy it makes her. That just makes me feel good to see her happy and experience these things with her and grow together as a couple.